Hey guys, how's it going? Nathan here from RHG, and today I'm back with a Borderlands 3 Your Comments, and this is the episode 3 of Borderlands Your Comments. Took a while off making videos just to do some work, I had a bit of work to do, but I'm back with it. I'm back with Your Comments Volume 3. Now, if you haven't watched this series or you don't really know how this works, basically I get a comment from any of the Borderlands videos that I've done, mainly from this Borderlands 3 Your Comments series, and I take them and I analyse them from what you said about analysing what I've said on Borderlands 3. A bit confusing, I know, but basically we just start a discussion about Borderlands 3 and what we hope is going to be in there. So if you do like what you see and you want to get in on the discussion yourself, then feel free to drop a comment in any of the Borderlands videos. I do look at this one the most, but I do also check the other Borderlands videos that I do on the channel. So just drop a comment in any of those and you might see yourself in a future episode. I'm going to start off with a comment from Beckham Dennis, and he says Borderlands 3, he wants to have all the alive Vault Hunters, including Athena and Claptrap, and he wants the story to be based around Handsome Jack once again, saying that the Handsome Jack that he killed at the end of the second game is actually a dupe, and he's going to be somewhat like the enemy in Borderlands 3, and it will also have Seraph, legendaries, and all the unique weapons that were in Borderlands 2. Now, first off, this guy throws up some really good points, and some that I agree with. I do think that they should bring back the Seraph weapons, and I'm pretty sure they'll bring back the legendaries, and we do need more unique weapons, like kind of all the weapons that we've seen in Borderlands 2. There weren't any unique ones that I can like pull out of the hat and think that was an awesome weapon. Like in Borderlands 1, you had them alien weapons that were actually pretty cool. Maybe we should see something like that in Borderlands 3. I also agree on the fact that all the alive Vault Hunters should return. I do think that all the alive Vault Hunters are pretty cool. Maybe Roland would come back in some sort of way, but I don't know how they'd bring that into Borderlands 3. It'd be interesting to see if they were going to bring Roland back, how they'd do it. But yeah, all the alive Vault Hunters are pretty cool, and it wouldn't surprise me if they were all in Borderlands 3, because they'll have an interesting part to play. And I do want to see people like Salvador and Axton and everybody like that from Borderlands 2 get an important role, because all the first Vault Hunters in Borderlands 1 had an important role in Borderlands 2, so maybe we can get that in Borderlands 2 to Borderlands 3. The areas I do disagree with is the fact that he wants Jack to be in Borderlands 3, and I've said this before in a couple of my other videos. I think we're done with Handsome Jack. He's been in Borderlands pre-sequel, he's been in Borderlands 2. He's a very good character, don't get me wrong, he's fucking hilarious and I do love him, but I just think we shouldn't overplay him. I think, you know, we're done with Handsome Jack's storyline, and let's just get a new badass character in, and completely forget Handsome Jack. The next guy to comment was called John Gamma, and he says, I would like Bloodwing back. Now this is a short comment, but one that I feel like this guy's missed out on some of the DLC, because Mordecai, who had Bloodwing as a character, and we all know that he died in Borderlands 2 as a really cool boss battle, he actually, if you're watching the credits of Borderlands 2, it shows Mordecai like holding an egg, and actually brings out Talon, and I believe he's in one of the DLCs. I'm not sure off the top of my head which DLC it is, but Mordecai talks you over the Echo device with Talon, so he's kind of like pretty much Bloodwing 2 basically. The third and final comment for this episode comes from Invets, and he says, I think Borderlands 3 in the beginning you will be guided by one of the Vault Hunters in Borderlands 2, depending on which character you choose. Then they guide you to a rocket and take you to a new planet where you must help them find a new vault on the way. But on the way you encounter bandits and a whole new villain, and the story plays out like that. And also maybe the game could be in a style of MMO. Now this guy brings up a very interesting start to the game, and one that I think could be possible. I'm not saying they are going to do it, because I don't know what's going to happen in Borderlands 3, but this could be a possibility for a start. We did see at the end of Borderlands 2 that they brought up a whole bunch of planets, and all of them had vaults on, so we probably know that it's not going to be on Pandora in Borderlands 3. It does seem to be maybe set on a new planet. Therefore, riding a rocket to a new planet would sound like a good way to get to a new planet and search for a new vault. The only way I have doubts with this thought is that the fact that at the end of the pre-sequel we saw that there was a war coming, said by one of them alien things, and now how would a war kind of come into a new planet? I don't know how they really word that into the storyline. Maybe the war is going to be on Pandora. And in terms of that final comment about the Borderlands 3 being an MMO style of game, I'm afraid I have to disagree with that. Borderlands 3 could well be an MMO style of gameplay, they haven't said yet, but for me I think it'd ruin it. I think Borderlands is good as it is, and Gearbox should keep it as it is and not stray away from what we've seen as like an RPS kind of game, because that is what it is and it's fun how it is. Maybe we shouldn't try and ruin it with an MMO style of gameplay. And yeah guys, that's all we have for this video. If you have any comments or any questions that you want to see in the next episode of Borderlands 3 Your Comment, then don't be afraid to drop in the comment section below or in any other Borderlands video, and I'll be sure to check them out, and maybe you'll be featured in next week's video or the next time I do one of these videos. And yeah guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.